Consulting editor joining us for more details on this. Rajdeep, here is Sachin Pilot there moving the Rajasthan High Court. Initially, it was the Supreme Court that he was mulling over appealing. Now he moves the Rajasthan High Court hearing on the same to take place at 3 p.m. today. Do you think he's buying time here without actually responding to the notice itself?
No, I think that would be unfair. I think what he is doing is making it very clear that he believes that the notice in itself is prima facie illegal, that a meeting called by the Chief Minister at a hotel or at his residence cannot be equated to a meeting called a party. And therefore, he wants to, in a way, get some legal protection, because otherwise there is every possibility that the Speaker, who's given a 48-hour notice, could well choose to disqualify him. So I think he's using this more as an insurance rather than buying time. This is an insurance. He still, I think, and his supporters remain hopeful that there can be some kind of reconciliation with the Congress leadership. What a source close to him said is that at one level, the Congress spokesperson says doors are open to us. At another level, a disqualification petition is being filed against us. Please help us make sense of that. So clearly, there is an element of confusion also in the pilot camp as to how exactly to deal at the moment with the evolving situation. But as a first step, as an insurance, they've decided to go to the court and hope that if the court provides them some kind of protection, then that at least gives them, in a way, an opportunity to continue to press their claims and and gives them time in that sense to evolve a fresh strategy.
Right, Rajdeep, like you did mention, here on one side you have Priyanka Gandhi trying hard to, she's also introduced KC Venugopal as well as Ahmed Patel to try and intermediate between the two, try and have talks with Sachin Pilot and camp, lure him into the party back again. On the other hand, you have Ashok Gehlot there making some really sharp statements and continuing his tirade against Sachin Pilot, and also taking up a case of kidnapping against Sachin Pilot and his members, of trying to restrain 3 MLAs because they claim that the family members of 3 MLAs have complained that they weren't able to reach out to those MLAs because they were being held back by Sachin Pilot and his camp. Some grievous allegations there against Sachin Pilot and his camp, while on the other hand, Priyanka Gandhi trying hard, introducing KC Venugopal and Ahmed Patel. It really doesn't add up.
No, it doesn't add up, and that is the problem at the moment, that Ashok Gehlot seems to be working clearly to an agenda to finish Sachin Pilot politically in Rajasthan, to use the opportunity of his numbers that he seems to have to ensure that Pilot is not a factor in Rajasthan Congress politics. On the other hand, we are told that there are some well-wishers of Sachin Pilot at the centre who have made some efforts to reach out to him. Now the question is, how serious have those efforts been? How sustained have they been? Or are they token efforts? If they are token efforts, then they would suggest that the Congress leadership has also now decided to fully back Ashok Gehlot and go along with what Ashok Gehlot does. For now, the Sachin Pilot camp would seem to be cornered because they do not have the kind of numbers to challenge Ashok Gehlot's domination. And Ashok Gehlot wants to use the opportunity, as I said, to finish off Sachin Pilot politically. And the Congress High Command, which we are told would like Sachin Pilot to stay within the Congress tent, doesn't seem to be really making the kind of sustained efforts that will be needed to break this logjam.
Right, Rajdeep, here even Sachin Pilot there playing the hardball, he's not being any reasonable either. His demand still remains the same. We believe that he wants Gehlot out, and here Gehlot clearly has the numbers, he has the larger strength, and the Congress High Command is bound to support Gehlot, while Sachin adamant on his stand.
The interesting part is, Nabila, a few days ago, that seemed to be the position, that Sachin Pilot said Chief Minister must be removed. The sense one gets is he's willing to now scale down his demand and wants to quote an honorable solution. Now, what that honorable solution can be is uncertain, given the bad blood that exists between Mr. Pilot and Mr. Gehlot. But one solution being offered by a senior Congress leader is to move Sachin Pilot to Delhi in some kind of a senior post so that he and Gehlot are not in a direct day-to-day relationship, and see if that works, and then promise Sachin Pilot that in the next elections he will be the chief ministerial candidate. That is a proposal which is on the table, but whether that will be acceptable to the Pilot camp, which had earlier pitched its demands, some say much too high, remains to be seen. Frankly, the Pilot camp has limited options, which is why they've first gone to the court to try and get that kind of protection from the court and then evolve a plan B strategy.
Right, Rajdeep, here we're looking at Sachin Pilot already being stripped off from the position of Deputy Chief Minister, ousted from the position of the President of Rajasthan Congress. And this must have been hard on his self-respect. At a time like this, for the Congress to really lower him back, if not for Delhi, in the state of Rajasthan, is there a way that they can re-induct him as the Deputy Chief Minister and induct him back as the President of the Rajasthan Congress, or will that be too much for the Congress to roll back on?
I don't think that now is an option. Making Sachin Pilot the Deputy Chief Minister once again, making him Congress President, I think those options have been closed. I think the manner in which Ashok Gehlot targeted Sachin Pilot yesterday clearly suggested that the Chief Minister is now playing for high stakes, where he wants Pilot completely out of Rajasthan, which leaves open, as I said, the option of moving Sachin Pilot to Delhi in some organizational capacity, allowing both sides to cool down tempers for a while, and then maybe a year or so down the line, looking at some kind of renewed arrangement in Rajasthan. But it seems difficult to visualize a situation where Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot can function as Deputy Chief Minister and Chief Minister in Jaipur.
Right. If that situation is off here, we're also looking, Rajdeep, at Gehlot's camp trying to woo Sachin Pilot's MLAs and his loyalists. In fact, sources tell us that the Gehlot and his men have now tried to threaten threaten Sachin Pilot's loyalists and even try to cajole them at the same time, and also putting pressure on some of the loyalists of Sachin Pilot's families to try and take up a case of kidnapping against Sachin Pilot and his camp.
That's right. As I said, there's so much of bad blood now that it seems difficult to achieve a reconciliation. Clearly, Gehlot is going for broke. He believes that this is an opportunity to find ways in which Sachin Pilot, quote unquote, is put in his place. And the Pilot camp is looking to the Congress leadership for some kind of protection. And if that doesn't come, is hoping that the courts will provide them a breather. And then they can conceive of a plan B, which could include at some stage forming their own regional outfit or stepping aside and forging some form of a new alliance. And because let's be honest, Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot are in a fight to the finish. While Mr. Gehlot may have for now won this round, let's be very clear, this battle is far from over. My sense is that Sachin Pilot will now explore a plan B. What that plan B will be is still uncertain. But certainly, given what Ashok Gehlot has said about Mr. Pilot yesterday, I think Mr. Pilot is now looking, if not for an honorable place within the Congress in Delhi, then certainly the possibility of taking on Ashok Gehlot in some form in Jaipur, possibly with a new outfit or a new alliance that cannot, in which even the BJP cannot be ruled out in the future.
Right, Rajiv, here we're looking at friction between Gehlot and Sachin Pilot. In the mid of this, we also have the BJP there trying to adopt the wait and watch policy. Here, because of the fissures, it could be likely that they could continue to woo some of their MLAs and try to strengthen their opposition.
Look, the fact is that Ashok Gehlot, while today, as I said, enjoys the majority, it's not a massive majority. He has the confirmed support of about 102 MLAs. Now, in a 200-member house, that's a wafer-thin majority. So the fear, of course, will be that while you won this round, who knows what happens tomorrow. And let's be clear, a wounded Pilot is going to try and strike back at the appropriate moment. He may not have the required number of MLAs today, but given the way politics plays out in states like Rajasthan, we don't know what tomorrow brings. So clearly, Sachin Pilot, by first of all trying to stop his disqualification in the assembly, will now regather, regroup, he and his supporters. And I expect at some stage or the other, Sachin Pilot to announce a plan B. He's keeping silent at the moment because my sense is he still doesn't. He's not clear what that plan B will be. Whether the BJP will support him if he tries to bring down the Gehlot government, or does he need at least the 30 MLAs that he claims he had on Sunday? If those 30 MLAs do resurface, because remember the MLAs, many of them have been in a hotel for the last few days under the watch of Mr. Gehlot. Once those MLAs are freed, we don't know how many of them will take what kind of decision. So I don't think Mr. Gehlot can rest easy, even as Mr. Pilot has been pushed to the wall.
Absolutely. Rajdeep, thank you very much for joining us with those details there. Sachin Pilot now moving the Rajasthan High Court, appealing against the notice issued to his rebel camp along with himself. In fact, the notice threatens of a disqualification. Here is Sachin Pilot trying to move court, questioning the nature of the notice in the first place, saying that the CLP meet, there wasn't an assembly going on in the first place. It was a CLP meet, right, Congress meeting, a party meet at a resort. What was the tearing hurry or a tearing need for his men to be present? And considering it wasn't an assembly session, the notice holds no good. That's the view of Sachin Pilot and camp. Hearing now to begin on the same at 3 p.m. at the Rajasthan High Court.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.